Hey there, I'm Kat, and this is Brews and Reviews. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about books that I think are going to be 5-star reads for me. In the past, I did a video about my 5-star predictions, and I listed a bunch of books that I thought were going to be 5-star predictions. I have now read all of those books, and I think only one of them was actually a 5-star, which is very disappointing. Although a lot of them were 4 stars or 4.5 stars, so I can't complain too much because they weren't bad. They just weren't like the 5 stars I thought they would be. So given that I have a horrible track record, I'm going to do it again and see if I can, beat my last score, which with 1 out of 10 books actually being 5 stars really shouldn't be that difficult. So this time I have 8 books that I want to talk about that I think are going to be 5-star reads for me. The first book on this list is Mysteries of Thorn Manor by Margaret Rogerson. This is, I believe, the sequel to Sorcery of Thorns, which is a book that I really enjoyed. I give that one 5 out of 5 stars. And I have purposefully not looked at the plot synopsis for this book in particular because I just want to go into it not knowing anything and just being surprised and happy with how it goes. I don't know. I'm very nervous about this one because of how much I enjoyed the first book, and I just really hope that the second book can also give me 5 stars. It would be great. I would love that. So that's why it's on this list. The next book that I think is going to be a 5-star read for me is The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. This book is about a woman who works as a prison healer, and I believe a rebel queen gets sent to the prison and she has to keep her alive so that she can be rescued. That's literally all I know about it, except that I've heard amazing things about this book. And also, having finished the Madoran Chronicles series by Lynette Noni and really loving those, I just really want to see where her writing has progressed to, because I think a lot more people like the Prison Healer series than like the Madoran Chronicles. I feel like that's like a natural progression of author's writing style though, so I am really hoping that I like this one. I feel like it could really be 5 stars and I'm just excited to try it. The next book on my list is Neon Gods by Katie Robert. And to be honest, I mean this series of books in general, but Neon Gods is the first one, so that's what I'm counting for this list. This series is Greek myth retellings, but in a sexy way, and I'm like, cool, that really should work for me. That hits some buzzwords for me, and I feel like that should be good. I have recently read a bunch of other books by Katie Robert and I have really enjoyed some of them, and some of them have been okay, so I'm just really hoping that the synopsis of this one combined with Katie Robert should like make that 5 out of 5 stars for me, and one can only try. Then next up we have The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher. This is a horror book about a woman who is cleaning up her grandma's house, and I believe her grandma was a hoarder. It's just her and her dog in a creepy house in the middle of a forest, and I love an isolated setting because that is the perfect place for creepy things to happen. So theoretically, this should hit all the spots for me, and I just keep putting it off and I'm not really sure why, but I feel like this one should be 5 out of 5 stars and I am excited for it. Next up is the largest book on this list, and it's House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. The first Crescent City book. I think that this will be 5 out of 5 stars. Given my experience with Sarah J. Maas, I feel like it really could be. Although funnily enough, every time I've started a new Sarah J. Maas series, I have rated the first book like lower, and then on getting to the next books, I've rated them higher. So I just think that's a really interesting thing, so I just hope that with it being this size, it's going to skip over the bits that I'm like meh about and just get to stuff that I really like. I feel like it probably will. But yeah, I think this should be a 5 out of 5 star read. I really hope it is, given how large it is. Please be 5 stars, that would be great. So moving on to the next book, we have Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. Now, who would have thought there would be 2 like Greek retellings on this list? I didn't even think about that when I made this list, but it's obviously a buzzword for me that works in a romantic kind of way. Like it has to be a romantic retelling of it, because otherwise I don't seem to enjoy it as much. Anyway, very much looking forward to this. I have the first 3 volumes of this one. I just need to actually start it and just immerse myself in this story, and I feel like it will be 5 out of 5 stars. I know a load of people really enjoy it and I can't see why I wouldn't, so I think it's gonna be 5 out of 5 stars. The next book on this list is The Henna Wars by Adiba Juggernaut. This one is a sapphic, I believe, rivals to lover story. I like how I'm just saying I believe it's this and I believe it's that. It's because I don't look into the synopsises of books and I'm just going off of like vague recollections from my brain. I could just look at the back of the book, but no, No, we're going off of what my brain thinks the book is about, and that's probably why I think it's 5 out of 5 stars. And if I get completely surprised because I've got the synopsis completely wrong, then I'll just have to deal with that. Maybe that's why most of the books that I guessed last time were going to be 5 stars were not 5 stars. Anyway, back on topic. Henna Wars. I think this is a Rivals to Lovers sapphic story about 2 girls who have like rival businesses in school, and they like set it up and then they fall for each other. I think that's what it's about. That sounds amazing. I really loved Hanny and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating, and I feel like this could be great. So hopefully it'll be 5 out of 5 stars. And then the last book on this list is The Bone Shard Daughter by Andrea Stewart. I know very little about this book, except for that there's a king who doesn't want to relinquish his power. So his daughter's like, right, I'm gonna go learn bone shard magic, which is this very dangerous style of magic, and she's gonna show him. That's probably an absolutely terrible synopsis for this book. So if you have read this book, please tell me how terrible that synopsis is. But that being said, even though I'm terrible at giving you a synopsis for this book, I have just this feeling about this book that I just think it's going to be really good, and I really like dark types of magic, and I feel like that could really draw me in. And I don't know, I just have this feeling, and I know that I should have a better justification for this, but I don't, and it's my video, so I've decided that I think this one's going to be 5 out of 5 stars based on my intuition. Yeah. So there we go, those are the books that I think are going to be 5 out of 5 star reads for me, and hopefully they are. Hopefully I can improve my track record since last time, and I don't know, let me know if you think there's any I should prioritize. Let me know if you think that I specifically will really enjoy some of them. If you think that I won't, maybe just laugh at me in the comments. It's cool. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!